Okay, this is going to be another power tip. This one is going to be entitled Packaging and Why It's Important. All right, so let's say, for example, I'm looking at this InDesign document right here. It says Eagle Landscaping. I double click on it. I open it up. And what you're going to see here is before the job actually opens up, it says that there are things that are missing. So I'll say, okay. All right, so first thing I'll see is that there are, if you notice, there are little question marks. There's one there, one down here. And then you see down here it says there are 3 errors. So the first thing we need to do is we need to update this to make sure that all the imagery is in place and we can get rid of these errors. So the first thing we want to do is we're going to go over to our links dialog box, and you can see these are the issues right here. So we're going to relink them. All right, now I happen to know where they are, so I'm going to navigate my way to that to the folder where they are located. Let's say, for example, one is the logos. So I'm going to open that up, and then I'm going to grab the one logo. I'll put that in there. All right, and then it found the other logo because there were 2 other logos that were missing. And then the next thing I'm going to do is going to get that yard JPEG. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to relink that. And now that I'm going to navigate my way to where that is, all right, and that's in the images folder. Take that, open that up. All right, and as you can see now, everything has been updated. All right, the question marks have gone away. There are no more errors. So now I'm ready to package. Now the one thing that's very important about InDesign, say versus an application like Microsoft Word, is the assets have to travel with the job. They have to travel with the job. So even though you may open up a job and you may see imagery, if the assets are not connected, in other words, if you don't see these links here that say that these, if you look in the upper left-hand corner of any image that's on your document, if you don't see a link, I'll zoom in so you can see this. For example, there's a link right there. All right. If you don't see that link, then that means that that it's missing, and you want to make sure that you see this little green light at the bottom here that says no errors found. Okay, so we see this. We have everything in place. So now what we're going to do is we're going to package this. So what we do is we go to File, drop down to Package. All right, and then you want to make sure that everything is ready to go. There are no errors. So we'll say Package. All right, and then it's going to ask us to first save the document. So we'll save it. All right. This dialog box, basically what it is, it's an instructional dialog box. So basically, if this is going to, say, a printer, you can put in all your information here so that they would know how to contact you. Typically, nobody fills this out because you already know, or the printer already knows it's coming, or whoever's going to receive it. But it's just it gives you an option to be able to put in information about how to get in contact with you if they need to get in contact with you. So we'll say continue. All right, next up, you're going to get, it's going to ask you where you want to put it. We're going to put it on our desktop, and it's going to create a folder based on the name of our file. So remember, this was Eagle Landscaping, so it's going to be called Eagle Landscaping Folder. All right, so we're going to target our desktop, and down below, there are quite a few things here that it's asking you what do you want to put in the folder. If you're not sure, we can talk about this at another time. But if you're not sure what to put in there, just check them all off. All right, I typically click off on use document hyphenation exceptions only. That's typically not something that I do. So I pretty much check on everything but that. But if you're not sure, you can just check them all. All right, and then as a courtesy, it's going to create a PDF file. All right, and in this case, what I'll do is I will use the high quality PDF option. All right, and then it's also going to create something that's called an IDML file. And the IDML file is basically that file that if you're sending it to a user who doesn't have the latest and greatest version of InDesign, they can open up the IDML file, and this way they can at least go into your document and make edits if needs be. So we have that right there. All right, let me just pull this up so you can see it. All right, bring this up in here. Okay, so we're going to say target our desktop. We're going to say package. All right, this is basically a disclaimer that lets you know that it's illegal to transfer fonts. Um, it's almost like what you would find on the side of a cigarette carton about if you use this product, it will kill you. But basically, it just tells you that it's illegal to transfer a font. So you say, okay, got that. Click OK. So now it's going to package the file. All right, it's going to package everything into one folder. All right, so it's going through the motions right now. All right, and then when it's finished, what will happen is you will get something that looks like this. All right, so now I'm going to close this down. All right, I'm going to close this down. And so remember, this file, it came out of this folder that said packaging. All right, but now when we come here, all right, we double click on this, and this has everything in it that we need. It has our fonts, it has our imagery, it has a courtesy PDF file right here, and then it also has the InDesign document and the IDML. So that's how you can package an InDesign document. And then, of course, if you're going to be sending it via email or some sort of maybe a Dropbox scenario, you should always zip it. So in this case, we'll do a right click if you're on the Mac. I'm not exactly sure what it is on the PC, but on the Mac, right click, you'll say compress. All right, and then what it's going to do is it's going to create a zipped archive, which looks like this. All right, so that's it. So that's how you can package a document and then zip it, and it is a zipped file that you can send. If you're going to send it remotely, it's recommended that you send a zipped file.